That heifer right there just don't even care.
Take yourself out.
Action.
Hey,
What do you say, folks? Hope everybody having a fine Sunday evening. Ain't freezing your tails off. Well, I know some of y'all freezing y'all tails off tonight. All that snow and
it's coming
ice.
down here.
Yeah, it'll be down here probably about. I think they're carrying on
It's
about.
starting to rain now.
Is it? Okay, so the cold weather should be down here to us a little after midnight sometime. Then our temperatures are just going.
Horrible.
Yep, because it's let's see. Now I think last time I looked at the temperature about 20 minutes ago, it was right at 70 degrees right now, and it's actually just got kind of muggy. I guess the best way to put it out there right now, but
My hair's gonna start curling.
mine already has. That's why I put this hat on. Be looking like we was talking about old shows, be looking like Welcome Back Kotter. I didn't have this hat on. Some of y'all know, y'all remember old Kotter?
I love that show.
That was a good show. Yeah, it was. Who was it? DC and.
Oh, he was naming off
Karen.
some really good shows.
I mean, he's
The
still.
70s show and Gilligan's Island. And,
Can't forget about, like I said, old Fred Sanford.
yeah, Fred Sanford.
I do like old cowboy shows, Gunsmoke and all them still. Old Marshall Dillon out there, boy.
I'm an Andy Griffith and I Love Lucy kind of girl.
Yeah, she loves Lucy.
I do. I grew up on that nonsense.
But old Marshall Dillon, he should have asked Miss Kitty to just go on and marry him. You know what I mean?
Should've.
But he didn't play his cards right.
I gotta admit, though.
What?
Marshall Dillon wasn't my favorite.
No.
Mm-mm.
Who, Festus?
Festus.
Oh, Festus.
Festus McCrae. That was my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Mr. Dan said it's warmed up to 22 now. It
22.
was 0 this morning.
That's going to be our
gosh.
nighttime temperature for about 4 nights. We're going to get up to about high 40s, low 50s, but I know that cold air from Canada is just going to be blowing probably a 40-mile-an-hour north wind the whole time. So,
hey, don't laugh, DC. It really was. And it was the Wild Wild West. Because I'd steal my brother's BB guns and take off on my horse.
mm-hmm.
And that was it.
Chewed them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh, James said it's 14 where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, there you go.
You going way back.
But, yeah, I feel for you. Many of y'all up there fixing to deal with this mess. Good grief. But now, I don't know. We just have to see on things. They chirping that we may see a little bit of snow next week. We're supposed to have some kind of low coming out of the Gulf to collide with this cold air, and they said there's a chance we may even get a little snow down here next week. So,
oh, DC, I used to get in so much trouble because Chips was my favorite cop show, but it came on like 2 minutes before we had to walk out the door going to school. So I never got to watch it. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Emergency and Adam 12.
Emergency door. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got them old federal cues on them old trucks going down the road. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Going back to our old days.
Way old days.
Mm. Hey, I enjoy hearing them old federal cues on them old, especially, you still hear, when I say federal cue, y'all hear them on fire trucks still. They used to be on transport ambulances and police cars, all three of them, but as times they developed the, I guess you want to call it the electronic siren. A lot of law enforcement and EMS done away with the old federal cue, but the fire departments kept the federal cue, and that's the ones that the classic fire truck sound you hear, that wah. But yeah, we had an old 50. What was that old truck? I think it was like a 56, 58 Mac. We had up there at the fire department for a long, long time.
Without the top on it.
Yeah, that old white one that sat in the back there. But if you had that joker nowadays, that's probably worth a fine mint. But anywho, what's everybody?
Redfish, that is awesome. But you better be worried about that leg until you get it healed up.
Yeah,
He said,
don't get yourself in a bind.
he said if I hadn't told y'all Miss Janet is recovering nicely, the tumor was not cancerous, praise God. I'm still having trouble with my leg, but I'm not worried about it. That's what I was saying, you need to be worried about it. Phil said he's got one of those old sirens out in the barn.
Oh man, hang on to that puppy, especially if it's an old
The
one.
Waltons. You can't forget about the Waltons. You're right, DC.
Mr. Stevens. He got him a San for his son, you big dummy shirt for Christmas.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
That's pretty cool.
I'd wear that baby everywhere. What else we got in here? What?
Yeah, DC's still on the old TV shows, Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, we wrote that.
Yeah, MASH.
All right, so okay, we're derailed just a little bit early. Y'all know us.
There's nothing there.
Okay, nothing new. I tell you one movie I got fired up. I watched the other day, and I stayed on this for about 2 or 3 days after I watched this. But Where the Red Fern Grows, Dan and Ann. You know what I mean?
No, I can't either, DC. Don't feel bad. If I turn on TV, it's reruns of one of those old shows.
I don't even know if our TV would probably burp dust if we turned ours on.
I don't remember when was the last time we had it on. We missed everybody at NAHBE, Brian.
Yeah.
But we did enjoy the videos.
Sure do. Is that the Baker Bees, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. We own them. Thank y'all very much for passing the salsa along to Dirt Rooster.
I can't wait to try that.
Yeah. If he saved some.
Yeah, if he saved it.
So we'll see about that. If not, either way, hope you enjoy. Because I say that because Dirt Rooster done us a huge favor on top of Mr. Keith Spillman.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky been working on that observation hive and finally got it to where it won't cost a man an arm and a leg to get it down here to us. So thank you very much, Mr. Keith Spillman, for taking on that task to getting it to Dirt Rooster.
We appreciate it so much.
Dirt Rooster, if you're watching, thank you, brother, for bringing it down here so we can get up with you next little while.
I would lay a bet, and I'm not a betting woman, but I would lay a bet that if he's home, he's snoring in a recliner right now. He ain't watching YouTube.
I mean, you're right. Thank y'all again, Brian, Miss Kat. Appreciate y'all on that end. Who else?
There's no way y'all could know this, but salsa and chips is like my number one favorite snack in the world. I could eat my weight in salsa.
Still, especially if it's a homemade deal.
Yes.
I get a hankering about it, but she'll just about any time if you got some sauce and chips, she'll
Oh, I never
snack
turned
on
that
it.
down. Never turned that down.
There was somebody who else reached out to us. Greg Burns reached out to us before NAHBE. Phil 33 Mile commented in one of the posts or something saying,
Okay,
we're gonna get up here. What?
Steve said that he just texted Randy and they made it home okay.
Good deal. For those ones that was lagging behind on leaving, I tell you, I told Hannah, I said, if we'd have made it up there, we would have left.
He'd have had us leaving Friday night.
Well, I mean, we'd have stayed probably lunchtime Saturday, but you can guarantee this one right here be southbound with a hammer down. I'm going to outrun some ice and snow.
Yeah.
I can drive in rain, but I do not know how to drive in no snow or ice.
It was Phil, because he said again, we're going to force them to come next year. Yeah, we pray and we can come next year. For real.
Who else reached out to us? Carl and Miss Carrie Lynn reached out to us.
Carrie Lynn.
Carrie Lynn. Who else reached out to us? Somebody. I apologize if some told me right off everybody down. But we appreciate everybody reaching out, hollering at us, say, hey, y'all here? And it's like, no, unfortunately.
No worries, Keith. But no, we haven't talked to anybody apparently.
But yeah. Thanks, Phil, for 33 Mile Bees. Once again, like DC was saying, for taking us, everybody around and giving folks an idea of what was happening. The atmosphere seemed real good.
Tons of people did videos.
Smiling faces. What you seen, folks laughing and carrying on, fellowshipping everywhere.
I know, it was just like a big old reunion.
So, yes, Lord willing, we will be up there next year and be able to sit down and chit chat with a lot of y'all. Everybody we can't shake hands, say howdy, whatever.
Mr. Mike Berry just came in. He said he beat the snow and ice by hours.
You lucky, Bubba. But anybody out there traveling on your way home during that mess, or while you're dealing with that, just be careful. Lord knows.
Steve said it was like a huge family reunion. Tom said he's sitting under 6 inches of snow.
I don't doubt. I imagine some of y'all probably gonna get a good foot or so by the time the dust settles. Literally, by the time the dust settles on that mess. But while we're talking about, I do have a little bit on. Let me get to my right buttons. Yeah.
Y'all hold your breath.
Yeah. Carl and his 2 big brats. All right. I know some of y'all seen this on Facebook, but just for the ones that may not have seen it. But they placed first at the Honeybee Expo.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. They're hot honey.
Yeah, the hot honey placed first. And here they are with their ribbons, the first and third place ribbon. And the third place was on their cream honey up there. So congratulations, Carl and your 2 B brats, the whole bunch on getting them awards. But I did tell Hannah, I said, I don't know who was judging that thing because
he threw a fit, Carl.
We just had America's #1 honey tasting in September. The Ute, the unofficial official honey tasting, and they placed second in the cream honey.
So, runner up, the tied for first, and then got second.
That's it. Yeah, there we go. First in America's #1 honey, and now cream honey.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Phil said Miss Elizabeth got second in the black label honey too.
Oh yeah.
All kinds of people got ribbons up there.
Well, y'all
Didn't I hear Grammy won something?
I'm not sure.
I could be delusional, but I thought I heard Grammy won something. Oh, Carl said they also got number 7 in the Black Label.
Okay.
Awesome.
Whoever,
Go, Haley.
whoever did the cream, honey, y'all need to fire them. Get some
you a new
different judges.
judge.
Tell them, say, I got a judge for y'all down there in South Alabama that'll do it honestly. But all jokes aside, congratulations everybody that
Everybody.
put in, especially you come home with a ribbon of sorts. Put it right there on the
Bragging
wall.
rights.
That's it.
That's it. Y'all frame them puppies.
Mm-hmm. I imagine how many entries was in all that? Probably
A bunch. Did you see all the people there?
say well over 50, 100 entries, maybe.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I know there was a ton of people there.
But before we get into things, we're gonna open up the chat. Any of y'all want to come on in, tell us about it, whatever happened at the NAHBE, the highs and lows, the buyer's remorse, or whatever it may be. Hit the button, come on in. If not,
Oh my gosh, Carl said 1,188 entries.
I was way off.
You were way off.
Way.
Try again. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That is a ton. My gosh, I don't think I want to be a judge.
I take back what I said about the judge.
I don't know if I could handle that. Oh my word. Oh my gosh, really? Tom? He said his honey card stated he missed by, I guess, 2 points from a ribbon. They found one bubble in one of his bottles of honey.
A bubble.
I was like, no. Yeah, a bubble.
A bubble. I couldn't do it.
I don't know. Keith, you forgot your honey? He said, important tip to enter, you must remember to take your honey. Ask me how I know. You pulled a me, Keith. Golly, you talk about kick myself in the butt if I'd have got there and realized I didn't have my honey.
Was you bubble as Keith?
Yeah.
He
said I remembered about halfway up there.
Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah,
I'm not turning around now.
No.
Oh my word. That's hilarious. But that's incredible. 1,188 entries.
Yeah, that's pretty daggone good. That's awesome.
Steve said those honey judges are like lab technicians. No way I'm doing that.
Yeah, I'm talking about you talking a bubble.
And I'd have got mad.
Whatever
I'm
else.
serious. Y'all have seen all the Irish come out in me if you told me I lost because of a bubble.
That'd have been one of you. She knows what I'd say. And you. No.
I'm serious. I would have been frustrated. I did not know they were like that nitpicky.
Protest it. Show me the cameras and make sure you didn't shake it up whenever you grabbed it. You know what I mean?
Phil said they even dressed like lab technicians.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
DC said that's getting to ridiculous levels. I agree.
I'd come in with a stethoscope and stuff. Sit down, let's get this done on.
Oh, I would love to hear that, Mr. JW. Carl said JW has strong opinions that I enjoy.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Well, it sounds like he's on the right side of things then. But, well,
this still sounds like everybody had a blast up there. I wonder if Joey ever figured out what Lee was talking about.
His box?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully it did hit him before he got back to Louisiana.
Yeah. We ain't fixing to judge you on a bubble in your bottle at the huge.
Yeah. No, I'll get Joey's fancy little flashlight he's in next year.
Oh, he did figure it out. Joey did.
We'll be shining them bottles next year.
No, we won't.
And if y'all lose because of bubbles, you can thank your United States Postal Service for that. But we ain't had too much going on, yeah. It's just more of our day to day right now.
What? Mr. Mike said if entries don't make the cut, like for the second or first, then they just don't give out a second or first. You can have 5 entries and only one gets a ribbon for third. It's ridiculous.
You lost me.
That's crazy. I did not know it was like that nitpicky. I didn't know it was all that.
I'll tell you what, y'all ain't got to worry about that on this side of the fence come next year. Good grief. Send your stuff in
That's
and we'll just have a
wild.
taste testing.
It sounds like playing checkers with Ollie and they just make up rules as they go.
Yeah. You can't do that, Uncle Tim. That's not
Yeah.
right.
DC said, forget that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I think I'll just go for the hangout. I'm not gonna, because I'm serious. They'll have me so mad I'm crying if you tell me my honey's not good enough because I got a bubble in my bottle. That would discourage me.
y'all would hear my voice echo across that Coliseum or whatever that thing is. Dude, what? I'm talking about the
Does that say what I think?
It says exactly what it said.
No.
But we can't go there yet.
Oh,
I ain't got
gosh.
there yet. But
He said they'd make me lose my witness.
yeah.
Over in Alabama, they say that you're going to make me lose my religion.
We on the same thing. We witnessing our religion on that.
No, Phil said get on it. How about pin that link to the chat?
Okay.
You didn't even put it in yet.
All right. Well, I'm doing that then. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all about what Miss Boo done.
You got shut out again, Mr. JW?
What they picking on that man?
Well, there's Donnie Fickner. Hadn't seen you in a minute.
Good to see you, Captain. What am I doing?
Do they dock you for having a dill pickle label on your jar? Asking for if they gonna dock you for having a bubble in the bottle? Yeah, I'd imagine they'll dock you for a dill pickle label on your jar.
So where's
Especially if you can still smell the pickles through the honey.
where's the poor man's competition? That's what I want to know.
Uh-huh.
Put me in here with the fancy stuff.
So what has happened, Mr. JW? Why did they shut you out? Was your honey just too good for them to handle?
They couldn't handle the email coming through there is what it was. I bet you. But the link's up there. Smash the button, yeah. But while we're getting into that, we was headed home yesterday. And oh, what a day it was.
That's an understatement. That's the first understatement of 2025.
Yeah. We usually don't work on a weekend, but we try to get out of that habit with our little old construction handyman business, whatever you want to call the thing.
I love it.
So, like I said, we pretty well try to not work on the weekends. And we've done good the last couple of years on that. But yesterday we had to make an exception. So we're doing a whole bunch of plumbing in the house. I'll just put a bunch of plumbing under the house and not just water lines. It's
nasty plumbing.
It's the to-go lines, if you will. Well, after about trip number 4 or 5 to the hardware store to get this part and this piece and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Each time we go to the hardware house, there's a lady on the side of the road selling fresh Krispy Kreme donuts.
TVC, Mr. Dan. Well, we were transitioning from
Cast iron.
1940s cast iron running new PVC.
Yeah. Tore out all the old cast iron. Put in
GC
PVC.
said gray water lines is how we say it politely, Tim.
It was a job that had to be done, and somebody had to do it, and we was just the lucky ones to do it.
Mhm.
But anyway, passed by 3 or 4 times, see the lady out there with the Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm about to starve to death. But each time going to and fro, it's like I'm too busy in my head to stop. So we just go back to work. I told her, I said, when we get done, we're going up there to get some donuts. I don't care what time it is, we're going to go get donuts. So finally, boom, go get the donuts. Well, we had to make one more trip for us back to the hardware store. Then on to the house we get to go. So when we leave the hardware house for the final time, got donuts in hand, southbound on US Highway 45, we go to a small little town in Alabama called Citronelle. And there's a fine little burger joint called Bertill's.
Yeah, if y'all ever come through there, don't stop and get fast food. Go to Bertill's.
Get your Bertill's. Well, that's what we was going to get for supper. So we pull in there, grab our food, southbound once again on to the house. Well, instead of sitting in line going, well, don't put no pickle, tomato, or onion on my hamburger, I just looked at Hannah and said, do you just want,
That's not worth the fight. I'll pick off what you don't
Yeah.
want. Let's just keep moving.
yeah, do that. That way we get on down the road. So we get our food southbound with the hammer down. And we're in conversation about something. I'm not paying her too much attention. Just like any other time, we're headed home. She's got my hamburger. She's taking the stuff that I don't like off of it. And she hands me my hamburger while I'm driving down the road. Boom, we have supper on the way home in the truck. Well, I got to looking. There's some old gal, like, she's riding our tail end pretty good. And it was a woman of age, above our age.
I'll take note of that. He looked. I did not. I was not paying attention.
Yes, she was not paying attention on that end. And I just so happened to glance over as the woman's on our tail end, and I see Hannah kind of like doing this number, like she's throwing a frisbee. I told her, I said, are you throwing that out the window?
I had thrown out, I mean, a chunk of tomato.
She was flinging it on the lady behind her. Yeah,
I was like, oh no.
That old gal backed off, but that's
never occurred to me. I never thought I was over that day. Like, I wasn't paying no kind of attention at all.
What's say,
Hey,
Phil?
Phil.
Hey, how's it going?
Thought I'd turn it. Go ahead.
Oh, am I muted?
No, it's us over here on this end.
Oh, all right. I couldn't. I was trying to figure out how to turn my microphone on. It wasn't working on me. But yeah, we gotta get you two up there some way, somehow. We're gonna get you up there.
We want to go. Lord willing, we won't have any family ties next year.
Yeah, that's one of the main things that kind of, I guess, held us down this year.
Yeah.
Which, like I was telling Todd the other week, is one of them.
That's a good shot. What? I did not. It was not intentional.
No, she wasn't looking. But yeah,
Oh gosh.
Lord willing, like I said, we'll be able to make it this year. Things kind of idle down on.
That's good.
Yeah,
you'll be overwhelmed just like everybody else.
I got to turn all the way up.
Did you hit the media?
Huh?
Mm.
Let me see the smart car.
Mhm.
No, I've seen the picture of the one car they had the extractor strapped to the roof. Saw that one.
What?
Do what?
Yeah.
They had it to. Is it just us or is it feel low? Your volume. Hang on, Phil, because
Yeah,
it may be us again, but
Can y'all hear Phil okay?
Let me see.
well, there's somebody. Maybe it'll do its thing. Uh-oh.
I said, hi, Phil.
It's all Phil.
Oh,
All
we're the Phils are ganging up.
that's right.
Okay, everybody else says they can hear fine.
Let me switch.
It's gotta
over
be.
on ours.
I can hear good.
He pushed too many buttons when he was setting up.
Well, I'm trying to turn the volume up like I never do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all can
And-
just say hi Phil or hi Phillip, and we'll both
Yep. That I think I told you about that.
saves time.
That when I'm listening to the live and they say your name, that I pop my head up real quick. The kid says I'm working on the
Yeah. I hate it when I'm like saying hey back, and all of a sudden I see you, and I'm like, oh, they weren't saying hey to me; they were saying how to Phil.
Everybody's coming. Now we can hear y'all.
Yeah,
We
we
have
can.
no
Oh,
idea
there's my
what
buddy.
y'all are saying.
I took like 5 pictures with JW this year just to make up for last year for slighting him so bad.
Uh-oh.
I'm glad I took some pictures this year. I didn't take any last
He
year.
finally, yeah. JW finally just turned around and said, will you stop following me?
I did not.
Feeling the love, Phillip.
I had a good time down there, fellas. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you didn't
I
bring
made
the
it
crown.
home, okay? I guess you
I
made it
found
home.
this.
Phillip.
I found this in the dumpster on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was your crown there, JW?
You know,
If I would have
left
known
it
you
in my
forgot
honey
one, there
house.
was a
That's
Burger
the
King right
truth.
across the street from the hotel. I could have ran and got you one.
Yeah. A lot of nice folks. Had a good time.
I'm glad you got it, Mike. Hey, Larry.
Hey, Mr. Larry.
Oh, Larry's
You're
muted.
muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, Larry.
We didn't do it.
I think
There
you go.
How'd that do for a sound check?
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
Thank you, Larry.
Good deal.
All right.
The phones that give me all kind of messages. I'm gonna have to jump off here and check that weather in just a little bit, but I want to get on here and tell y'all Happy New Year. We didn't get to go to the conference either. I talked about it, but I never made that commitment. That's a long way to go, and I just
Don't
didn't
I
make
know
it
it?
this year. Maybe 1 year before too long.
I had my kids help me drive. That helped a heck of a lot.
Saw a picture of Noah and Sophie with you.
Yep, they were both with me.
Yeah, we made sure Noah did not draw any names for any of the raffles.
Hey, I still won another.
I
Hell
know.
Hive won another hive. He won Bill's hive.
Who did?
Paul Hale won Bill.
Oh,
Bill
really?
gave away an Enel hive.
Yeah. Yeah. So Paul Hale, he
Wow.
walked
won
away
it.
with 2 full hives.
So the
Grief,
magic
man.
words are I haven't won anything yet, and that's how you win.
That's him. That's the one the one that was saying it was rigged and
Uh-huh.
he's not
If
being
I'm not
treated
mistaken,
fairly. And
Clay won at the dinner also. He's another one that kept saying that he never wins.
oh, that's right.
I never went at them honey shows. They just won't take them email entries.
You always got a dog in our hunt, Mr. JW.
Oh, buddy.
But Phil, when we couldn't hear real good a second ago, was you saying somebody was hauling something on top of the car headed
They
home.
had an extractor on top of a little small car going up the interstate.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
They had a car, a little 4-door car, and they couldn't get in the back seat, so they strapped it down to the roof of the car, and away they went.
Tell me one thing. Did they turn the barrel around so it wouldn't catch the wind as bad and get lift?
Oh, I
They had
can't remember
the,
what way it was
They
facing.
still had the legs on it even. They didn't even take the legs
Yeah, the legs
off.
were still on it too.
The legs was facing forward, so I guess that's what you mean.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right. Well, good deal. I mean, I can't.
Spanky said, was it a hand crank extractor?
Yeah. It's that Hale Hives right there, the one that I was friends with till he won another hive. Now I should have been wringing his neck in that picture there. See,
No.
I think that's right before he told me that he won another hive.
Mr. Randy said bottom was in the wind.
Okay. At least I've done that. Which, I mean, I can't say too much. If I had to, let's go get some ratchet straps and, pray for dear life. If it comes off, we'll just keep on going.
Mr. Mike said it had to be a hillbilly. We think like that.
Washing
I'll see
you
if I can
out,
find the
dude.
picture.
That might have been the 3 ugliest guys down there right there.
It's washing you out. I don't know what happened there.
We had a good time.
That's after we got rid of Tom. We took it. We made the picture. Well, let me see that for you.
Not going to focus in on it, is it?
You got to tip her. Yeah, tip her a little bit more, Phil, one way or the other.
That's true. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
What is that?
Yeah.
That's their jet propelled engine on top of their head on.
We kicked Tom out of the picture though and took a good one.
Phillip, hold yours
It
a second. I'm
focusing
getting Phillip here.
Yeah, they focusing on it.
All right, Phillip, your turn.
There we go. There. It was better, but there we go. I don't know what I think it's better right before it wants to turn my phone off because it darkens. Let me see if I can figure out how to darken this screen.
Lisa said that's one of them drones, Phil.
They had a bunch at the No Life photo this year also.
Yeah.
There's probably what, 35 or 40 in it.
It looked like a trolley, y'all.
All right, let's see. Try.
And Mr. Larry said he just jumped out to check the weather.
Yeah, because they supposed to be getting
on it. I think it's because I'm on a laptop. It's catching
your reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I go that way.
There it is. Well,
There it is.
There we go.
Right there. Yeah. He had her tapped down to the top of that dude. I know that.
Wow.
That's the
Might
No
have
Life.
skins up top on his car when he got home.
That's that's us presenting a check to the House for Heroes.
That was pre-coffee
That's
spill by
horrible.
Paul Hay, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That was right
We
before.
gotta tease him now that he's in here.
That's what he just said. I come in when y'all are talking about me.
Gotta defend yourself, Paul.
That's what he just said. I turn my back and Phillip starts bad mouthing me.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. For anybody that can't see the numbers on it, what's it say there, Phillip?
2210.00.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
Zoom in. Can you zoom in on the return address?
Yeah, let me see if we can do that. See if it can show up there. Let's see. There it is.
No Life Beekeepers Association.
You read the rest of it?
Any street, any town, any country, anywhere beekeepers care for each other. That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Awesome. Where did you find to get that made?
I drew that up myself on my CAD program.
Really? That is pretty cool.
I've been telling you I'm good for more than just to look at, Hannah. You're gonna believe me one day.
You proven it, Phillip. You proven it.
And you see, Steve's got somebody to add to the prayer list.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. I didn't want to interrupt y'all. I was trying to type back, but Steve, I will. I already had them on the list, but I will add that as like a little update by their name for sure.
Uh-oh. Terry had a bad
See,
spot.
there's Barnhill.
Broke some
Oh,
ribs.
he broke his ribs. Good grief. That sucks.
Oh, Carl,
Ooh.
that was the South Carolina picture that Brian was in, and then he realized it wasn't the no life. So
yeah.
And
so
then
we got
you
one
got
Colorado guy in the South Carolina picture.
and then you got people that you see in the chats all the time, and you're hanging around them all weekend, but they don't let you know who they are until you get close enough to their name tag.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
can't
ran
just
him.
recognize him, Phillip.
But no, that's you know who that is, Hannah?
Let me see.
That's not Santa Claus.
You reckon? No, I really can't
Let's
see
see
it.
if I can
I
get his
sure
name.
can't read the name tag.
Yeah,
You don't have
it's
to
washed
read
out. It's Keith Barnhill. He's in here. He's in the chat. I just saw his
it.
name go by.
Barn?
Yeah, that's him.
Well, you're better than me because I didn't even know his real name.
I walked up to him and said, "Man," I said, "Hey, Keith." I didn't realize he was in the back row back there, and I just looked around. If they were there, I tried to go and see who they was if I didn't know who they was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's one of the hard things is you see the names on the screens, but you don't know what they look like.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That'll be my biggest thing.
You can't remember the name anyway.
Uh-uh. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't need nothing, but just tell me who you are again.
He said it's a secret.
Well, that No Life, that dinner really helped out
Yeah.
introducing a few people there. So
Oh, I bet it did.
There you go. There's a couple of drones and a queen bee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sandy Valley.
Sandy Valley.
yeah, they're both on cloud 9 still.
You see that dress she has?
I'm digging the dress.
Yep, that's
That looks
nice.
like the woman I got a picture with at the fair.
So yeah, she was on stilts up there.
Mm-hmm.
Just about to be the same outfit.
Oh, this right here. Let me see. That's I decided that's the miniature version of the shelves I built for Cayman, the market maker version. So I decided to donate it to the next gen silent auction, and it sold for $150.
Well, hey,
Nice.
good deal.
And then
Oh,
right
sorry,
after
Brian.
that,
North Carolina you jumped in on.
yeah, and I sold the other one to Bill Shenandoah, so I didn't have to bring him home. This one's fun.
True.
I recognize him.
See, Mr. Bob Benny.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's Noah and Sophie, isn't it?
that's Noah and Sophie.
That may
Yep.
have been the picture I saw. I don't know. I
That's
just
us.
know I've seen them with you somewhere.
That's
I told him the kids must have.
that's
took
us trying to trying to convince Bob we're related. Oh,
Somebody said.
Got you spanked. They'll do it.
Noah was proud of this bag he bought. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, it's got a bee on it.
It's gonna
Mhm.
be on it.
It's got an embroidered bee. Y'all see his hat there? Hold on. Let me see. Oh. And it's
The
washing it out.
Amish and the Mennonites up here call those simple calls.
There we go. That's better.
They call them what, Mr. JW?
Simple comps. I don't
Oh.
know why. That's that Pennsylvania Dutch dialect stuff. I don't know.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So Cayman's cousin made like 35 or 38. She hand knitted 38 or 35 hats. And she only did 2 of them with Expo on them, and Noah got one of them. So that was pretty cool.
Was there a drawing for them hats, Phillip?
No, they sold them all. There was I'll show you the other one. The other one was in the other one was in the auction. I liked it. It had a let's see, here it is. It was black, had a little black ball on top. It's really nice. I don't know how much it sold for, but she did this one and the one Noah's wearing. That was the only one. When we walked in, he said, I like that one right there. And she pulled it off it was on the little head thing there. And she pulled it off. He said, "You're pulling that off there like that's the last one." She said, "Well, that's the only one." He said, "I'll take it."
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
I don't know if you guys, you YouTube junkies will recognize these two. I don't know if they don't hang out with our channel, but it's so washed out though. Y'all recognize who that is?
I can't tell from this angle.
Yeah, I think it's too washed out. That's Corey. Corey.
From Guardian Corey?
I'm sorry, Ashby Miller.
Oh,
Ashby and Corey Miller.
And Corey Miller, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ashby and Corey.
remember we shared we watch them a little bit here and there, but last year they let us share the video of the little spotted deer that come in their yard. It was out there, and that little baby deer come walking out the woods.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all recognize these folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Jimmy and his wife out there from
Yeah, that's Jimmy and Sharon.
Yeah.
Reinhardt, Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees.
Mr. Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, we sat with him. We sat with him one afternoon. He told us all. That man's lived a life. He told us some crazy stories.
Boy, Lee was on top of it, knew who they were.
Did he say it?
Mm-hmm. All
There's-
capital letters.
There's Joey and Jimmy.
That's the second 3 egg list.
I was trying to bring up my average there, JW.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one. Let's see. Yeah, I was asking him where his shotgun was. He said it was down his pant leg. How about this one? Y'all know who that is? I wouldn't have known who that was without the name tag. I told him to hold his name tag up.
Stevie boy.
I don't know that one.
What's
Brian?
He needs to update his thumbnail picture.
Let's see if anybody can guess. Oh, there it is.
Stevie boy. Steve Amos.
Oh, actually, he's in the chat here because Filament Corner just
Oh, was
commented
that
on it.
Steve Amos?
Yeah,
That's him, right?
yeah.
That's Steve Amos.
I don't know who that is.
He's bigger than a barn.
Cheating.
Big guy.
Oh, yeah, nobody knows who that is.
He squatted down to get in the
He's
picture.
bigger than 2 barns.
Damn.
I got a real funny one. Let me show it to you.
Redfish said world famous Steve Amos.
We were talking. I was talking to this fella on the phone in the car, and we realized we didn't hang out much at all this year, and hung out a lot last year. But
Is that Brian and Jen?
it's Brian and Jen.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the funniest things. I think JW, you were there with us when Jen comes running by. Have y'all seen Brian? And I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you let him get away with the credit card?
What?
And then he comes by pushing a bunch of stuff on the cart. And we said, Jen's looking for you. And he said, don't tell her where I am. And she's running behind him trying to catch up. That was fun.
That's hilarious.
You guys may not know this guy. He's in the chats a lot, but I don't know if you know him. I'm sure JW and Phil do now.
Yeah. Clay boy.
That's
Okay.
Leslie Clay.
That's Clay Bunner.
Never seen a picture of him before.
Clay Bunner.
Keep that man away from the drawing.
Yeah, he won some stuff. And this fella.
I don't know. Randy's what, like 6'2" or something?
That's a really nice fellow there.
Yeah, that was good looking. We got rid of those thirds. It made it look better. Oh, this one was funny. I'm gonna see if I can get it to start again. Let me see. Let me see here. If I can push it.
Steve, Mike, and Mark. There's like 5 of them.
I thought I was taking a picture, but I had video.
That's funny.
Shoot, I'm gonna say Randy's probably about 6'3", 6'4".
That's what Steve just said. He's about 6'3" ish. Good grief, Steve! I didn't know you were that tall.
There's the
Jason and Greg.
yep, and 2 else.
Bruce Jenny.
Yeah,
Okay.
I learned you don't ever give Jason Crooks your phone.
What?
There you
Don't
go.
ever give Jason Crooks your phone. You find a bunch of weird pictures on there.
Phil.
That's two. Yeah, that's 2 Phils and a Nancy.
We should have put her in the middle. We could put 2 thorn or rose between 2 thorns.
There you go. There's a couple of Phils right there.
Lee, I feel like you're just running these images through your database and letting it spit out a name so you can beat everybody.
I was pretty proud of that one.
Yeah, I messed guts down there myself.
Gus.
Yeah, I was so geeked out. See, I know where Gus's honey house is. You can see it from the interstate, and I'm driving by showing my kids. That right there is Gus Mitchell's honey house.
Yeah.
Hey, that man, he's got some knowledge about himself now.
Redfish said Sasquatch is real.
Okay, so
You guys recognize him?
oh yeah, I got one with him too. Yep,
Is that Mr. Randy?
Mr.
That's
Randy.
Star Hill. It's the one and only. He helped me out a whole bunch this week. Randy did. So okay, before they let everybody in, we was helping with the name tags.
Look at that, Randy. He is real. I got a picture of it. I got a picture of Sasquatch. Look at
Hey, Mr. J.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
So we're helping with the ticket. And of course, I'm walking around because we came in the back to do those shelves and stuff. So I was pointing out, there's Mr. Ed, there's so and so, there's so and so. You know, they're like, my kids have no idea who these people are. And so we're up front getting ready to help. You know, they're about to let the floodgates in. And we're going to help them find their name tags. And Sophie comes running over to me and she goes, Dad, I see somebody I recognize. And I was like, really? And I turned around and guess who was standing there? Who you think your kids might recognize in our B world?
Jeff Horton.
It's the way to be.
Y'all see that one?
Frederick? Is that Greg?
Yeah.
Fred.
That's Fred. That's Fred. And I said, and then of course when I heard that, I started laughing. I called Fred over and I said, I forget what the first thing I told him. I said, I need you. Oh, I told him that he needed to sign this hat. And I said, I have to tell you something else. I told him what my daughter said. And Fred goes, somebody under the age of 50 recognized me? Oh, this is one of my favorite pictures here. Y'all know who was at the front door tapping on the glass trying to get in? These two, this pair of knuckleheads. Let me see if y'all can. Oh, well, I sure hope this one comes out. Oh, come on. Got to have a better picture of that. Come on. Let's tilt it. Lee can figure this one out. Oh, there. That's
Charlie.
Charlie.
And Keith,
Nope. Try
it's
it
really
again.
hard to see.
Yeah, hold on.
It'd be Wreck-It Ralph.
Yep, that's who it is. That's Wreck-It Ralph.
Charlie. Yep.
You got
Charlie,
the monster glasses going on.
I took that through the glass, through the doors. They were at the front of the line.
It's a good time Charlie was too busy fishing to come.
DC said, "Oh, okay, now we can see." See, I'm with you, DC. I couldn't make it out.
I am talking about you. I'm getting scolded. Sophie's across the table asking if I'm talking about her. And the answer to that is yes.
No.
Steve said he caught Charlie cutting another rug at the Highs for Heroes dinner.
Come on now. I hope
Yeah,
somebody got that with their video camera.
Yeah, Lisa got a video of them.
Here's somebody that's in the chat sometimes. Don't know. Y'all probably won't recognize him. But look who's photobombing our picture. Yeah, Mr. Ed. So that's I'm gonna let Lee try to guess. Let's see if Lee will know.
I'm telling you, he's running it through his facial recognition database.
That's exactly what Lee's fan over there doing his thing.
He's from Louisiana, so Lee's got a advantage. Here, I'll get a closer.
Baker?
Who just said that?
Buttons.
Buttons, you got it right.
Baker.
Yep, there he is. Yep, he's laughing at us.
Okay. I've never seen a picture of them either.
Well, the only reason I knew because when Miss Kathy was texting the other day or emailing,
there's Sasquatch again.
Miss Kathy was saying we're from this area of Louisiana, and she put in there what area they're from and all. And I was like, okay, whenever he said Louisiana, I was like, well, could it be, Baker's Bees down there? So,
once again, an early pick of Paul before I got jealous and broke our friendship.
Here's one for Lee. See if you can recognize this one. Oop, hold on here. I'll get this angle thing figured out right.
Oh, I know who that is. I watched this video this afternoon. I'm gonna tell y'all what. Okay.
We should. Yep, there you go, Curtis.
Yeah.
Curtis.
He put a video out today. It's an interview with Greg Burns that he did, but the opening to his videos now are so funny. He started this YouTube thing a few years back when he was really young, and on his video it's like the 10-year-old or 12-year-old Curtis going, "I'm Curtis, the junior beekeeper," and then like the Curtis now like throws the screen out of the way and goes, "No, I'm Curtis, the junior beekeeper," with a much deeper voice and much taller and thinner and everything. That's so funny. That's cool. So I didn't get. I was looking through my pictures and I saw Charlie several times, but I didn't get a picture with him. And I felt real bad, but I did manage to get a picture with the man. Wreck-It Ralph.
Well, I was planning on getting a picture with Charlie, but kind of he stiffed me on our date for our dinner date.
Oh, shame on Charlie.
Y'all recognize him, I'm sure. That's Tom.
Yeah.
But you know what? We got that picture with Bob Benny, but I wanted a picture with John, and I didn't do it. He walked up a little bit later. John, the beekeeper, John. that's on the Bob Benny show or Bob Benny videos?
Mm-hmm.
He
So-
was there.
So Phil, Charlie isn't the dinner date type, huh? Can't even get him to show
No,
up.
he never even said I wasn't even coming. He just gone, left town.
Oh
That's
no!
typical. That's that new age bunch for you. Don't even say nothing.
Yep.
Here we
Paul
go.
said
Here's a
that
good,
you had to settle for me.
there's a good one.
Yeah, so
Let's
that
go
ended up
right
being
to it.
Paul and Brian. We went to Cracker Barrel.
Let's let everybody guess who these two are.
Let's see that.
I bet you get one of them.
Natalie.
Yeah, you got that one. Who's the
I
other one?
recognize the pizza.
He hangs around Natalie sometimes, but in a similar age to her. Yeah,
Oh,
Grayson got it. Grayson got it.
Here.
Rainier, yep. Reindeer's bees.
Irish goodbye.
I
I
recognize him.
remember Dan saying Charlie did the Irish goodbye. Just get going.
Yeah, you can't. This one's easy.
mm-mm.
Maybe.
Come on now.
Is that a dome? Mr.
Okay.
Ed?
Mr. Ed, maybe. Yeah.
Yep, that's Mr. Ed. Jeff.
Well, he said I don't know him. What?
Oh wait, what are they? Go on here.
Oh, you're right, DC. Especially whenever Phil did the videotaping going through there the other day. Boy, that was all smiles.
There we go.
Oh, that's you and your bunch.
Yeah, that's Noah and Sophie.
All right, but Phillip, did you get one of these?
I did not get a shank.
You did not
What?
get a shank.
Mm-mm.
No.
I was told that this made it worth a lot of money, and then that made it worthless.
I can't read the back.
What's the back say for us, Phil?
628 Dirt Rooster.
Oh, dirt rooster.
He grabbed it and signed it.
Funny. Those are the shelves. Let's see. But I didn't get a picture without the honey on them, so.
Oh, there's plenty of them around.
Oh,
Philip, what you do next year is tell Cayman, I'll hook you up again and I'll build them, but $1 per entry on the honey.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
I'm happy to help you.
everybody got shanks up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a whole
Mr. Ed was
backpack
handing
full of
those
them.
out. Let's see if I've missed anybody here.
It was funny they had
Sean said you missed him.
Who?
Sean Vouchers.
Oh, he's right. He's right. Hold on. We're gonna get to you, Sean. You're right. This is a mystery guest. Let's see if anybody recognizes this fella.
I need glasses on.
Mm,
I can't see these faces.
don't know about that one. Got me on that one.
Anybody know? Yep. Brian C got it right. Brian C got it. Darren Jerome from
Pennsylvania?
No,
Oh,
from
Jerome.
Oklahoma.
Oh,
Yeah. Jerome
okay.
Bee Farm. Jerome Bee Farm. Homestead and Bee Farm. You guys probably don't know who this is, but I do. He's sometimes in the chat, but he didn't say much. But oh, what is his channel called? Okay. This one now. I'm gonna be real surprised if anybody gets this one in case unless he's watching.
Mm.
I second that. Mm.
And I probably wouldn't. He called my name out. I know him, but
He looks like a guy I know from here. DC knows him, but can't think of his name.
Looks
Yeah,
like he
DC.
belongs
I'm
on
sure
the
you've
show This
commented on
Old
his
House.
video. His YouTube channel is called Almosta Bees, and his name is Michael Sasnowski. The reason I know him is the very first time I harvested honey, I had a giveaway if somebody guessed the correct weight, and he got closest to it. Oh, here's one. Here's a good one. You know this fella?
I give.
He didn't come on the chat, so you wouldn't recognize his face. But I figured maybe Lee or somebody would know him.
Jeff Butler?
Yep.
That was Matt's guess, not mine.
Matt got that. Let's see if you guys know this fella. This is not a hard one. Come on now. There we go. It's better.
I
Yeah.
know.
Lee got it.
Nothing.
Lee's cheating. No, everybody's screaming yappy now.
Oh, here's one. So I went to a presentation by Blake Shook. Did I get a picture with him? I hope I did. Maybe may not have. But I was as impressed with who I was sitting behind. You guys see that? You recognize that profile?
Mr. Oliver.
Randy? Oh, yeah.
Randy Oliver. So every time Blake would say something, I'm looking to see how Randy's reacting to what he's saying.
Yeah. Let me see how accurate this information is.
Yeah, we'll get over here to Sean Boutros. Y'all might recognize this fella. Who knows? Let's see. If you can hold him down long enough, get a picture with him.
Cayman?
Yeah, that's Cayman. Here's one. They told us we had to split up. There was too much trouble in one spot.
There's a bunch of you.
Yeah, that's a couple of Phils and a JW and a Randy and a Keith and a Joey. I got a picture in here with Keith too. Let's see, up there it is, right there. Okay, all right, you guys. I'm gonna give you one, but you got to guess the other one. Come on now, open it. I'm gonna give you the one on the right. That's Keith. Keith
Miss
Spillman.
Michelle.
Yeah, you got it. Ah, there he is.
Oh. I took him out.
Oh, way to
took him
go.
out. Wrong button, Phillip. Hold on.
I guess we're done with the show and tell.
Oh, no, he's still in here. I didn't get him all the way out. I just took him off the stage. Okay.
Oh man. Hey, Sean, that's Tim that did that, not me, okay?
I'm smashing buttons.
But you got to get Sean, man. I've got a picture up here and his lovely wife.
Yes, sir.
Every time they would try to, I'd go to step in the picture and they'd try to push me over to the side, I'd jump in between the couples and tell them I was the home wrecker. Just move over. I'm getting in the middle.
Yeah. Let me smile, y'all.
Yeah. Let's see. The no lifers, we also took a pic without the high. Oh gosh, I got to show you guys. And I hope I can flip it through it because this is great. Do you guys remember that Hives for Heroes was during our raffle, they gave away that bottle of mead, right?
Oh yeah,
Remember that?
with
Let's
Joey.
see. Let's see. So is that what's that fellow's name with House for Heroes? Well, come on, I'm trying to flip it. And then he's handing it the bottle to Joey. In there. Yeah.
You know, he won the $3,000 giveaway from Phillip.
Alden. He won a bunch of stuff last year on their own raffle. Alden, yeah. Yeah, that's our no life picture without the check and the House for Heroes folks.
With the bonus coffee.
Yeah. Yep, we're back to Keith Barnhill. Oh, nope, I got another one. Sorry.
Mr. Dan Smith.
This is one of my favorites here.
Showing the grandkids. Mr. Dan Bearden.
That's him. Live and in Technicolor.
I think I got him when I was doing my walkthrough, didn't I? I think so.
Yeah, I think you did.
Don. Yes.
Don.
Dan.
That's Joey and Greg holding Lee's box. See if I can zoom in on that.
Okay.
Isn't that cool? Oh, wait a minute. Who was this?
I haven't seen it.
You know, this guy, okay, here's a guy that I sat down at lunch with, and he started talking to me about all kind of stuff that we talk about. And he actually watches a lot, but just hardly ever comments.
Oh, Mississippi. Oh, mercy. What's the cat name? He come in a couple times. He's from Mississippi over here somewhere.
No, this fella's from North Carolina.
Is he?
Yeah. I didn't recognize his name, but he started telling me about all the stuff we talk about. Danny Newburn's his name. But I think he's just somebody that hangs out in the background.
No. Phil, you get a picture with these two? Oh, good grief.
I better have. I wonder. Yeah.
Grammy and who's that? Deidre?
I don't know if I did, Phil. I don't think I did. Son of a gun. Ah, shoot. Oh, so when we came back to get our stuff, I don't know if the picture's going to give it justice, but there was a little smart car. Y'all see? It's so packed full of bee equipment that there's hardly any room for even the driver. That, those fold up gesture nuke boxes, they're gonna have to hold it up with their head while they're driving. Those are like parts of boxes and stuff. It was packed to the gills with bee equipment in a little smart car. There's a picture from the driver's window.
Find out where Brian stopped at tonight. I'm gonna go down there and knock him in the head.
I'll meet you there, Mr. JW, if we split it.
Let's see, Dan Weaver. I think it was 4 boxes got signed this year.
Here's some of my stickers I got. Bohemia Bees and Castle Hives, Queen Right Dial. These from some Bee Expo stickers they were handing out. This is
Amarillo. I'll be
Jason.
right down, Brian.
Jason Crook gave me that one. Y'all might recognize that one right there.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
And then there's another one that just fell on the floor. Where is it? Oh gosh, one fell on the floor. It would have. Maybe
I
y'all
had a bunch
recognize
of those
this
from
one.
different folks, and I lost about half.
Oh yeah,
of them.
that one deserves on the floor.
Come on.
Let's see. I had another one from Flower Street. I don't know where it went.
All the no life with the tombstone.
You know what? I bet that's in here. We can go to this one. It's
Dodd, yeah, Dodd House. He's out in Missouri.
Dodd House. Y'all recognize this one, I'm sure.
Nope, never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Yep. Let's see. Whose is this one? Y'all gonna have to help me with this one. They were at the dinner.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me think a minute. I got some of their honey also.
Really light honey.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of looks like that stuff Dan Weaver sent down here. That stuff almost looked like water. That black locust. Yeah.
That's that's Clay's.
This is Clay?
Yeah, that's Clay.
Oh, okay. Shipman, Virginia is where it's from. Okay, cool. You know, I need to write down.
Starwood from Randy.
I hope I can remember that. That's Clay's.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have his name on it. Oh, there he comes again. You can't get rid of this
Oh
guy.
man.
Old
Hey.
field.
Here's another one I might have a little trouble with.
Okay,
Might need
place
some
it.
help. Yeah, I'm glad we're doing this because a couple of these. What about that one, Phil?
Grammy, I want some more of that
I don't know on
cherry
that one.
amaretto stuff. That's out of this world good.
It says beware honey. BWEAR honey, and it says Wearmouth, WEARMOUTH apiary.
Oh, shoot.
And there's something, the sweetest thing. It's in Iowa, St. Charles, Iowa.
Weymouth. I can't remember. There you go, Brian. Steve Weymouth.
Steve Weymouth.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That sounds right. Steve Weymouth. I think it's for spell check.
Yeah, he's doing autocorrecting on him.
Y'all know who this one is.
Yeah, but that's that stuff that comes out of
Oh, Carl now.
up there. That's some of that award-winning stuff from Carl.
Yeah, that's the peanut butter cream honey.
Twice award winner.
Did you put any in on the exchange?
Did I? I did not.
No.
And then here we go. Here's a good one.
Sandy Valley. That's Matt's.
Sandy Valley, Matt. It's a
Actually, I think
blackberry blossom.
I think that's Alicia's. I think she does all the work out there at Sandy Valley.
You were saying it. Yep. Yeah, Brian gave us all these patches right here. Brian from Flower Street. It says "No Life Beekeepers" on a tombstone with bees flying around it. It's pretty cool.
I was going to ask, is that a box of bees or a tombstone?
It's a tombstone. Tombstone. You know, Brian, that dark humor of his.
It is.
That's like
This one here was totally
I did the exchange and got a few.
Look at old Phil over there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I did. Yeah, I didn't do the exchange.
That joker had a freight car backed up to the end of that
I
place.
even got this one. Somebody brought one already all fully crystallized.
Cool. So I got this one right here. I don't know if you can switch it, but it's a 2-pound jar. I
Wow.
recognize that.
Oh, from Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce's Bees from Dothan. I was real surprised when he pulled that out.
Well, and luckily JW gave me his, so we're good now.
Yeah.
JW, honey, huh?
That's
that nasty stuff
that
from
bourbon
up
honey.
in Missouri. That's
I
that
got
nasty
some.
stuff.
Yeah. Take over for a second, Phil. I got a few of the real special ones I'm going to show you in a second.
That's Tom and Melissa's bourbon honey. That last
There we
one he had.
I hate the
That's
lighting
Flower
on this.
Street.
Yep.
That's good stuff. There, they tell me. I
Yeah.
never get any.
Oh, you didn't
I'm
get
gonna
any?
try and rob him.
They
I got
won't send
one.
you nothing.
So I'll save mine for you, JW.
Nah.
Or Mike's Bees. He was giving out little 2-ounces hot honey.
Yeah, and it's hot too.
Is it?
Yeah. One I got was.
Mhm.
I got quite a few from Tennessee. I gotta look up some of these. Apparently, one of the couples from Australia got one of my bottles in the exchange. So mine's going back to Australia.
You'll be coming back with an accent.
Good eye, mate.
Here we go. We got
Yep. Maccabee's Tom's.
Tom Maccabee's there.
Well, thank you, Brian. I knew if I begged enough, I might get some.
Y'all know who that one is, right?
Yep. Yep.
How about you, Lee? You know who that is? I don't know if she comes on this show or not much.
Same
She's
as
on
this
the
one.
Nancy Tasker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's Nancy.
Okay.
Phil, did you get any of this right here? Oh, he's showing it at the exact same time I am.
Look at him.
You know what's special about this one, guys? Go ahead and flip. We'll roll yours over too, Phil, while we're doing it. We're doing simultaneously. Yep, I opened that up and tasted it. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. And then here, I'm gonna make Hannah jealous now.
Uh-oh. Hang on, I'm coming.
Carl gave this to me. It's a small jar, a half jar, but it's his real dark goldenrod honey.
That is dark stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
Mine's dark, but it's not near that dark.
It's good. It's real good. I tasted it.
Let's see this.
I don't know that one.
Oh, those are really dark.
Is that the one from Bob Benny?
Yep, I got that one from him and got a Tupelo.
Tupelo. That's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think you probably showed this one earlier. This is JW's favorite.
Really just come.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's that alcoholic honey.
Is that the
Alcoholic honey. What?
that's the time?
We're gonna keep them busy here, going back and forth.
But I think this one here might be my favorite one because it's a #1. So he's got #1, no label. Anybody out there? I know there's one person on here that knows what this is.
Probably because
It's got to either be Russell Koopmans or Burn.
Nope.
No?
It is extremely smooth though. Tiny little crystals.
Is it Melissa and Tom's?
Nope. Keep going.
Mm.
He actually showed us some of this on a live stream.
He shows some.
Yeah.
Oh, you muted him. Hang on, Phil.
Too
He's
many
gonna shut
buttons.
you up.
Anybody know who that is?
Let's see that.
Is it
Cream.
Carl's?
Nope.
I don't know who else does super creamy if it's not Carl or Brian.
Ed?
Ed wasn't
No,
on it.
no,
It's got a finger mark out of it already. I mean, it is super smooth. Super smooth.
Who else does the cream
Is
honey?
Todd right? Cajun
It's
bread?
smooth. It's smoother than peanut butter. And good. Oh man.
Moving.
Bruce said Ferris.
Nope. No flavoring at all either.
I don't
Oh.
Yeah.
Now Phil, don't be bringing that out. We're trying to ignore that guy.
Okay, well here, how about this one then?
Yeah.
That Keith Spillman's?
Yeah. Yeah. Kick me up real quick, Tim. Yeah, we're trying to ignore this guy right here.
I can't read these. I need to put them up.
Paul Hales.
Hale Hives,
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's sore winner.
Okay, you're killing me. Whose creamed honey is it?
Is
Was
it Hale
Paul's?
Hives?
I wonder, I guess the person that made it could probably fess up because I think they're in here.
It wasn't Paul.
Or Cajun bread?
I don't know.
He made a little some.
If he's still watching, he can go ahead and let you guys know if he's there. Let's see.
Oh, is it Paul? He said it's from
Oh.
Louisiana.
Yeah, Paul's not going to Paul's not giving away. I think Paul probably saw him give it to me. Lee got
There
it.
you go.
Joe.
Yep.
I didn't even know Joey did cream honey.
Man,
He just that's it. That's
You
number
don't
one.
talk about it,
That's his first batch.
For real?
That's why it's special.
Joe.
Yeah,
Wow.
he did a great job on it.
Nice going, Joey.
yes, sir, yes.
I didn't get any of that either, Joey. I'll have to get with the
Well,
program.
They just left you out of everything, didn't they, Mr.
Yeah.
J.W.?
I don't get nothing.
Me neither.
You're starting to sound like Hale Hives over there, JW.
Never get nothing.
Forget-
Can't win nothing. Can't get nobody. Nothing.
We need to send you another bundle of money, Mr. J.W.
I could use that.
Couldn't we all?
Well, you got the cream honey, and I got
Oh yeah.
Joey's running honey is incredible. I
It's-
can just imagine what his cream honey tastes like.
Look at that. Look at that comment that just came up.
Todd's
Or Hale.
giving out the wrong email address,
Yeah.
Mr. J.W.
He got the gold mine. I'm the one that gets the shaft.
Paul says, welcome to the club after he walked home
Yeah.
with hives for each arm.
Yeah.
You know, I seen that they were selling starter down there, £5 for $100.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody bought it or not, but I seen that too.
Is that a good price for starter?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have any idea.
Brian's gonna have to tell us
If I
that.
ever make any, I'll
I
steal
don't
some
know.
off of Melissa.
Is Brian Flower Street Brian on here? I don't know if
He
he's on
was.
here.
Yeah, he's on here.
He could tell us whether that's a good price or not.
Hey, I
It's
said,
$20 a pound. That doesn't sound too bad for starter.
I
in
think
case things didn't take off this evening, I was going to do a little reading once again out the old bee journal. And y'all talking about them prices on honey and stuff like that. But back when, I think it was like 1893, this fella was fussing about people don't have runny honey on their table to eat. All everybody wanted back then was comb honey of some sorts.
Yeah.
Well, the big fuss was, how do you sell it at market? Your runny honey, because nobody did runny honey back then. And the fella was fussing. Now y'all check this out. He was fussing about 6 cents per pound
For running honey.
for runny honey back then.
Wow.
I was like, boy, I wish.
You
Yes,
could have bought it all up and it'd still be good.
Ain't that true?
Okay, Grammy says B-Bum sells his 3 pounds for $45.
Okay, so that's his starter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay,
Brian said he
15.
bets they have a really good seed that 20 a pound isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're disqualified, Paul. If there is any.
You're out, Paul.
Well, a couple hives, I think.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. He has a couple hives to give away.
Brand
Hashtag-
spanking new. I can't get past Mr. J. Donkey's. I mean, Mr. J. Donkey's.
Jay Donkey.
Oh, you mean old
I'm
dog?
almost out of coffee, Mr. J. W. Please forgive me.
My buddy.
All my words are running together. I believe it.
Well,
I didn't mean that.
that's a pretty valuable donkey there. That's my $25,000 donkey.
Oh, I believe it.
That's old
He
dog.
looks like a fine one.
Hey, let's show that pretty girl off.
No, Lee,
or
it's
him.
lack of death wish kicking in.
Yeah. DC, I don't know the answer to that question. When I was going to make some creamed honey, I was going to use Brian's jar that he gave me last year as seed. But I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
just it has to be
I would-
plain though, right?
It was plain. Yeah, what he gave me was plain. But I wasn't going for anything earth shattering. It was just kind of a first attempt for me. But yeah, okay. Grammy's got a good answer to that question. That stuff at Joey's is I don't know how you could get it any finer than it is. It's extremely fine. I'm serious.
What's your secret, Joe?
It's like peanut butter. It really is.
Lee,
The
you
consistency.
trying to start something. Oh, man. Can't see the donkey for the butt.
Oh, wow.
JW.
Whoa.
Only Lee
Oh,
can get
out of
like
here. And I'll never be back. That's the biggest insult I've ever had.
that. Was so long
Better
ago.
than I
I
ever
love
been.
you.
Better never been, Lee. You've hurt me bad.
What are you doing? Lee, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm laughing
I'm
laughing about something else I was thinking about.
Do what, Phillip?
I said, I'm laughing about something else I was thinking about, not what he said.
Good cover, Phil.
Big that, dummy.
Blackberry, you got this all crystallized. You're starting to
Hey,
working on that, man. That'd be some good
I
seed.
think it's pretty.
Oh man, that's funny.
Ooh. What did Brad say? How do you show your face ever again? What? Oh gosh.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa.
So
You got
JW,
the
what
women on
was your
your
favorite
side.
part about the Expo? JW,
Did you hear that?
I don't think he
you,
heard
you
you.
haven't said much. What's your favorite part about the Expo?
Who, me?
No, you.
Oh,
No, he-
oh, I And just the visiting with folks is, I enjoy that as much as anything, honestly. I didn't make one. I can stream those. I can stream those or those
Oh,
talks. I didn't
classes.
make one
Yeah.
talk. All I did was visit while I was there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't go to a single one either.
Had a birthday party while I was there.
Before this live started, JW's the worst thing about it for him was that Lee wasn't there, but now that's his favorite thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed Lee and Rick and Dawson Burrell. I didn't. None of those guys were there this year, so.
Mm.
We just gotta get JW to be there a little bit longer next year.
I don't know if I'd make the talks either, because in my mind it'd be one of those. It's no disrespect to you speakers up there,
But you
but I
would
can
feel
go
like
back.
you're in school.
Well, I can
Yeah.
go back and I can watch them when I get
Yeah.
home, kind of thing. But I can't visit and fellowship, chew the fat with everybody sitting in class. I guess I'm gonna skip school pretty much and go hang out at the river, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw 2.5, I guess. It just had to be in as part of the day when I wasn't doing much else. But I don't know if I'm sure I've told you guys the story about picking up my extractor and how Dr. David Peck, I ran him around all over the place, and he had to help me break it out of the crate to get it loaded in my car, and it took at least a half hour to get my extractor loaded. And well, this year I was on Friday. Actually, it was yesterday, Saturday. I was taking the car up there because I had to pick up some stuff. And as I pulled out from the hotel, I looked across the road, and there's David Peck. It was cold too. He was walking on the sidewalk. So I yelled out my window asked him if he wanted to ride, and he came jump in the car with me. So I was able to give him a ride. So maybe I'm getting a little bit back in his good graces.
Well, Phil, what you were showing us meandering around the other day, everybody was saying it looks like the conference has gotten a touch bigger than from what it was last year.
It was just a little touch bigger, but I noticed the aisleways were wider. It was a lot more spaced out.
That was nice.
That was really nice. You weren't bumping into everybody trying to slide sideways through.
Yeah.
I heard I watched an interview that somebody did with Cayman, and he said there was 160 vendors.
But Steve said 159.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, and then over 500 people there were associated with the vendor group. So it was
Wow.
on the vendor side, it was huge. And I think he said the number of participants was somewhere 2,400 to 2,600, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I saw somebody put in the chat earlier. I don't remember who it was, but they said Cayman said that, like, with vendors and staff and whatever the normal people, that it was like 3,600 people there.
Good
Yeah.
grief.
Oh, I believe it. Every time one of them classes came out, you could tell there's just a wave of people coming into the trade show.
Yeah.
We
Phil,
counted.
Excuse me, Phil. When did you do that walk around that you posted? Did you do that Friday evening or Saturday evening? Or when did you do that?
That was Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon.
Yeah, because I did it at 2:00, thinking that most of the people would be into the classes, so there'd be less people in the trade show.
And Charlie Linder was already shut down. Huh? That's the pro nuke over there in the.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
he was done. He was done Thursday.
That's when you know you're doing some business. Bam. Let's knock it out.
He makes them pro nukes. Tim. He's back practically my neighbor. He's just down the road there, about 15 miles from my main bee yards.
Well, and
I
then
feel
Cowan,
good.
Colin, however you want to say it. All the equipment they brought, they sold.
Really?
So by Saturday early lunchtime, they were packed up and gone because they loaded all their stuff up on everybody's trucks that bought it, and they were gone.
Well, easy weekend, boys. We're going to the house.
Yeah, I went down there specifically to buy one of those trailers, Phil, and they didn't bring one this year.
I know. I was surprised that they actually shrunk their booth up.
They said they wasn't going to go that route again. That was too much troubles.
Yeah,
Too much.
yeah.
Had
Seeing
to
what they
cut
did
that.
last year, that did look like a lot of hassle for them. But they sold it all.
Did they sell that trailer last year? Well, they showed us over sometime, but
Yeah, no, everything that they brought, they sold there last year.
I think it was only like 60 grand, wasn't it? That trailer.
Yeah,
Whole
it was still too small for me.
Yeah, you can already get. I got up in it. You can already turn around. You know,
That's petty cash, 60 grand.
Yeah, right.
Drop in the bucket, you know.
yeah.
And Hilco. Yeah, I can look up, see how much Hilco was for those Pro Nukes.
Somebody said Yoko brought 10 semi-trailers full of stuff.
He said, well, he brought 13 semis, and they're taking back 2.5.
Good grief.
And they lost one of my pre-order items.
Oh no.
They're gonna send it to me.
That's pretty doggone good, though. I mean, shoot.
I imagine one of those semis probably full of them carts. They must have had.
Well, yeah, if they're going back with 2.5, probably 2 of them are just their displays and carts and everything like that. Yeah. They brought their own pallet racking and set it up in the back.
I've seen that.
So I took this picture of the tickets, that the name badges, and these tables. There was 13 tables. They're about 10 foot long. Let me get that back up there. It goes from where I'm standing all the way down there to where, almost to that window at the end of the room, continuous. And so we counted up the tickets if they was full on each table, and the calculation we came up with was 2,457 if all the tables were full, and they weren't completely full, but there wasn't many missing. So I think, right around 2,400 would be that's just participants. That's not anybody, staff and vendors and stuff.
If we're able to make it next year, do you reckon they'll let me put buttons on my name tag?
Sure.
Yeah, if that's what you put on the blank, that's what they type it out. They tell you, make sure you spell it correctly what you want.
The only thing you can't do is change the name of your state or country, because I tried that last year and it kicked it out. In honor of Minnesota Mike, I put State of Independence on there, and they kicked it out.
State of mind would be more applicable.
Confusion.
Well, it sounds like we missed one heck of a time up there this year.
Like I said, there's a bunch of smiles whenever Phil going through there. Even just like whenever he was just panning around, just showing different things, not getting up like when Joey and Phillip and everybody was sitting around carrying on. Just as he's panning, just showing everybody stuff. Folks was either talking business, or you could tell they was just carrying on in conversation, and everybody smiling and happy.
Yeah, I did not see one upset person there at all.
Yeah.
Carl said you're making it next year, or Phil and I are showing up with ski mask on.
Dragons up there, huh? Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Clay had his other name, Leslie, on his last year.
Lord willing,
Are you north of that? Changing the subject, Phil? Are you north of the snow line? Or you got any snow up your way?
No, just a little dusting was on the ground when I got here, but yeah, there's no snow up here. I got to just south of Toledo and turned into blue skies.
They're only a couple hours from
You know,
now.
wow, got you.
Yeah, it won't snow up here unless Lake Michigan starts freezing over.
Yeah.
That's crazy, y'all being that far north and everything, and it's still everybody else is getting blizzard conditions and all that stuff now. And you talking about bluebird skies, head is home
Yeah.
kind of thing, and everybody else is getting it,
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. Usually the other way around.
It's raining bad here too. Well, we're outside. It's
Yeah,
raining
actually,
pretty
the
good.
temperature's going up here, since the sun's gone down. But we may get some freezing rain out of it if it goes up very much more.
Yeah, no, it was like right at 70 here today, and it's supposed to be like 40 tomorrow.
It can be cool.
It was sunny when we got home here. We drove through a bunch of rain, but right now it's 28 though, so it's dropping.
Oh, so it's dropping a lot already where you are.
That's
Yeah,
Allen Honey.
looks like the overnight low is supposed to be 22 here, so that's as cold. It's not even been close to that cold all year. 31, I think, was our low before.
It's not even going to be that cold up here. Wednesday, there's going to be a low of 7 here. So, I mean, it's already been colder than that.
Dude, Steve, if you talking like that, I'm gonna take a wheelchair or a stroller. One. He said,
The dates for St. Louis, someone's asking in there. It's a 1 day deal. It's February the 8th. Is the date of the actual.
Okay.
Of the actual. Bob Benning's the main speaker that they've got lined up, and boy, I hate to do this for him because I'm gonna have to charge him big time. Bob Benning, let me think a little bit. And he's bringing a lot of his stuff to sell. Greg Burns is bringing some stuff. That's Nature's Image Farm from Ohio.
Hilco will be there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. John Hill will be there with a lot of stuff. There's a really a nice independent vendor over in Missouri too. Izzy Bees to be there, which is a lady that's got a pretty nice store there in St. Louis, and there's another vendor. My mind's going blank right now. I think Ricky Rourke will be there. Whoever was. Todd, I think Ricky Rourke will be there. Not that it matters. I've got reservations to go. I'm trying to talk to Joey Ross to come up there. Let's see who else is down that way. Said they was going to come up. Mark Miller's coming over. Todd, I'm pretty sure he says he is anyway. I don't know about anybody else that I can see on the.
No, Brian will be there.
Yeah. Brian's coming out from Colorado. I forgot about that. I was trying to look through the people that's on the chat here, see if anybody else that I knew was coming. Charlie had said something about maybe trying to come out. I don't know if he will or not. Charlie, Todd, I don't know. You'll probably know more about that in a day or two than what I do.
Well, let's see. They got Dayton's going to be there. Apple May. Beekeeping with Natalie.
Yeah.
Bees. Hitch Hive Honey. Hives for Heroes. Golden Bee. BL Plastic.
See, Natalie's dad works for John Hill. They're running.
Yeah. Yep.
They're running.
Strong microbials, mother load.
Yeah, Strong's will be there. They've got a good bunch of speakers. You must be looking at a bill because I'm talking off the top of my head. My head don't work very good.
Well, with everybody coming back, showed all the good pictures, all the fine honeys y'all traded and all that. This goes for folks in the comment section too. Did you come home with a piece of equipment that you said, I'm glad I went on and got this puppy? Or did you just pick something up spontaneous that said, I'm going to go and get this while we're here?
I'd say I did both. Right here behind me is a heated bottling tank that I bought in pre-order.
Ooh,
Look at there. Mm-hmm.
it's so shiny and pretty.
See it?
Yeah, I got this. You got this 7-gallon.
The 7-gallon, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get the 19-gallon, but by the time I went on there, it was already sold out. So I got the 32-gallon.
Oh, I got the big one. The big
Yeah,
boy.
well, I got to wait for somebody to get home so he can help me unload it out of the back of the truck.
Holy.
I really spurred the buttons. I got a hand forged type tool.
I just got a pretty picture from Brian. I guess I thought I saw him in the chat. I think he may be still driving.
No.
I forgot somewhere where he was staying for the night just a little bit ago.
Someplace.
Boy,
Okay.
that's pretty.
He sent that and said Texas sunset. He's on the road.
That is pretty pretty.
So, yeah, that's nice.
I had me a sunrise picture, but it wasn't that pretty.
No, you do give it one the other morning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yesterday.
I bought some acorn frames from Bill from Shenandoah, and I bought some of those. You know them as the Jester fold up nuke boxes, but this is actually a different company, but they're similar design. It's that Corplast. I bought 20 of those, a pack of those, which is 20. They were only $10 a piece, so that's about as good as you're gonna find it. JW's buddy was sold out by the time I got around to buying anything. The Pro Nukes were completely gone.
Uh-oh.
I think he was selling them for 12, wasn't he, JW? That's a heck of a deal.
I have no idea. I
He
haven't talked to
was
Charles.
selling for more than what Hilco was, which
Was he?
we were talking about that. It's like, you think they would get together a little bit and tell them, hey, you got to, if Hilco's buying them off of them.
Well, I don't know. When I went by his stand, there was a few stuck under the desk. It probably was already sold. There wasn't anybody there.
Yeah, those had names on them already.
Those were stacks of crates, empty crates there. So I got a feeling he didn't care because he sold everything he had. I think.
Right. Yeah, Hilco, I got 20 Pro Nukes for $12.99 each.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know this for a fact on the Pronup deal. See, he spoke on Thursday or Friday. Charlie did, and he's a big wig in ABF. So I think maybe the sales was kind of a secondary deal. I think when's that ABF? It's in Reno, maybe this week. It's right after this. I don't know just when it is, that ABF conference, and he's an officer and quite an advocate of it. But he's also very much not a anti small beekeeper or hobbyist deal. He'll do, he's a very good guy.
That's it.
Buy once, cry one.
Mm-hmm.
He also he's Oh, he runs, I don't know, 5,000 or 6,000 hives too. The guy that makes the phone.
I did buy a couple of those wax dipped boxes that Greg Burns sells.
I was just
bought
gonna
2 of
say
those.
you definitely got one up on me at least. You and JW, you got your own boxes.
I don't have mine yet. I forgot mine. Tom's supposed to bring it home.
I was gonna buy and I have to admit I was buying a couple of those boxes because I was just so you know, because Greg did that for me. I want, he needs to make money too, but when I got to picking, I like the look of those copper boxes, like they call them, copper dip boxes.
Yeah.
But and they were the same price as the regular Endura hive.
Yeah.
But the copper dipped ones did not have the roughed up inside on
Right. They're just regular boxes dipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went ahead and got the other ones because I'm anxious to see if the bees will actually fill those grooves with
Actually
propolis.
double dipped. Phil, they do he did the copper solution and the wax solution. The only
I don't know if it was
to that, Philip, I've got some copper dip ones, not the regs of my own. And the only thing I can tell you, they keep turning darker and darker. And it gets real hot. My bees actually would actually come out of the hive, pretty good on them. They'd actually get too hot in them. That's the only thing I've got against the copper dip ones.
And those dark ones.
Yeah. I've got several.
Let me know, because when I was picking them up and looking at them, they almost felt like they were still a little damp. Those copper dip ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a copper naphthenate, right? Or is that something else?
No, it's not copper naphthenate. It's a completely separate. That's a proprietary solution, according to. I know what it is, but I'm not supposed to tell.
All right.
But it's not copper naphtha. There's no like Bob Benny uses. No, it is not.
I mean, I don't doubt that those boxes are going to outlast my boxes, but I just can't afford to pay that for every box I have.
Yeah.
They're not cheap.
They had them relatively, like they was $15 or $16, weren't they?
No.
Am I off?
30, I think.
Ooh. Yeah. Maybe for a couple backyard boxes. But like you say, you run a sideline or anything above that, buddy. You talk about some money fast.
Yeah.
But if it saves you over the years in the long run, as far as materials, then I guess you can kind of weigh those options.
Well, I
buying
don't have
equipment
any
every 5 years.
Greg's copper dip, and I don't have any of his wax dip boxes, but I've got some boxes that I've been dipping boxes for 17 or 18 years. They're still going. Both the copper and the straight wax dipped.
Some of my boxes right now are plywood because I got that free stack of CDX.
Yeah.
I got to get through. I don't know if those would dip good or if they'd come apart.
Depends on the glue in them. I've got some.
It is CDX, and people do dip, lids and
If it's
bottom board.
CDX plywood, you can dip it in the.
Okay. But
I've got
there's nobody around here that I know that dips the boxes. So.
I've got some. I've actually got some the old what I call fiber board that I made some migratory tops with, Phillip, and I just wax dipped them to see how long they last. And I've got some of them that's 3 or 4 years old. Just migratory tops. That's the old, not the CDX plywood, the old that particle board's what I call it.
OSB.
Yep, just see if it stay together, and it has so far. Just out in the weather as migratory tops.
Well, if it made the OSB stay together outdoors, it's
Yeah.
something to it. Because
Yeah.
that
Ain't
stuff will
that
fall
true?
apart, like swell and fall apart in a
'Cause I
year.
pulled that mess off stacks, framing houses. As soon as you cut the band on it, buddy, it looked like a confetti show
Yeah.
with that blasted
So
OSB.
if it gets just straight water, I sighted the inside of a shed with it, and it got some of the bottom of it got wet. We had a little flood, and it just come apart, as soon as it got wet. But that's the reason I wax dipped this to see if it would hold together, and it so far it has for 3 going on 4 years since I wax dipped any of it, just as an experiment.
That's pretty doggone good.
So
Paul Hale just put in the chat. I used to dip Copenhagen to keep the mites away.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what it is around here for us, then, because I dip Copenhagen snuff. So that's how we keep the. Did you say that? Oh, whoa, y'all! Rewind that.
I look.
I heard it. I heard it.
Y'all heard it, didn't you?
I heard her say it.
Oh no, I didn't. No,
Yep.
yeah, ain't nobody heard nothing. I'm just in my own little world over here.
It's all right. It's all right, Hannah. Come on over to the dark side. The water's fine.
Been there enough the last few days.
We're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to do like Phillip did. Well, I'm gonna have to do like Phillip.
Well, I didn't bring it up. I was
Flip.
just reading what he.
Oh, you just reading what
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
It wasn't my own work.
Y'all got that, don't you?
That's like when
Money
the
in the jar, Miss Hannah.
There you go. Get on her, Mr. Dan.
that's like when the DJ has to read those liners. They don't really believe that stuff. They just have to read it to get their checks.
I'm gonna have to go rob my piggy bank to put money in that jar, Mr.
Something I did notice, I see DC made this comment here on the Day Dance in Man Lakes. I don't believe either one of them their booths were as large as they was last year.
No, they're both smaller.
I did notice that, because these smaller independent people.
And ice cream, Brian. Don't
I'm
forget
not
your ice cream.
laughing at you, Mr. I just saw Brian's comment in the chat. Oh gosh.
So did
Oh, I
Brian
like
say
that too.
Brian said he got the boxes for $20 and something? I was just looking at my receipt there. Yeah, $59.50 for 2 deep boxes.
Is that the wax dipped or the copper dipped ones? Is that what you're talking about, Phillip?
It's the Propolis and Durahive wax dip.
Yeah. Well, if you figure the wood in there, the manufacturer, they're not getting rich off of them.
Oh no. I'm not, and hey, they probably will outlast what I've got. So it's just like I said, if I had to replace everything with that, it'd leave a mark. But I'm actually kind of excited to just stick it out there and see how it for 2 reasons. One how it holds up, and the other how that Propolis interior, how the bees react to that.
Well, that's not new. My dad worked bees. We did that 40 years ago. We really did. It's been rejuvenated, but it's certainly not new. The roughing up the inside of them.
Is everybody ignoring you, Jasper?
A lot of our boxes we made was just rough sawn anyway, so you didn't have to rough them up very much.
Right.
Who was that? Somebody had a video. It may have been Phillip, and one of y'all put me on to it, but about the advantages of propolis. Most all the beekeepers just think pretty well propolis is an aggravation, and you constantly having to deal with it and this and that. But it got into,
I thought it was propolis.
well, since it was brought up now,
It's Propolis.
the
And we
keyboard,
got proof.
there's the keyboard warrior. I've been holding back, y'all. The man that said it and started it over. And if I could only get, it won't let me load it for whatever reason, keyboard warrior. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I've tried multiple times that way. I may have to just film it on her phone and just kind of load it up like that. But y'all seen, a lot of y'all was up there, and how many of y'all shook hands with Mr. Bob Benny? Because he's just very knowledgeable man, and not many people are going to say, you know what, Bob Benny was wrong about things.
Thank you so much, Steve.
But thankfully, old Phillip there, RTX, sent the video evidence. The argument's over, y'all.
Yep.
Mr. Bob Benny has spoken. It is propolis, not propolis. So,
Yep.
y'all take it up with him.
Noah was telling me about propolis this last few days, and I was like, well, I think it's supposed to be propolis, but Bob Benny calls it propolis, so I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Dishwasher.
I know why I was so taken aback when I met Steve at the thing, because I've been looking at this picture he shows on his.
I know, right? He needs to update that thumbnail.
And then I saw him at the thing. I was like, that's not the same person.
I'd have never guessed it. Whenever you showed that picture a minute ago, talking about
No,
that's Mr. Steve Amos, I'm like,
Mhm.
no, that's not the dude in the picture. You know,
He's got a big full beard now, Steve does.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a catfish.
His beard's more full and longer than
Catfish on you.
He's
He said
catfishing.
that picture's 25 years old.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
well, it sure worked, Mr. Steve. It sure worked.
Stephen called it. Maybe 20 years old. Jasper, you're squishing me, bro. Really heavy. Clay said that's why I didn't see.
Yeah. Oh,
Bill.
oh, Lord have mercy. I thought we was gonna get out of here with that. Y'all ain't got to.
should it have been the
Totally
Jasper charger cord fund?
Thank God, Jasper's been good lately.
Well, take that back.
Hell,
Look at, I don't know if she's in here or not, but Sarah from Sarah's Happy Hives.
I ain't heard about it.
She sent us a little something right at Christmas time.
What did she call it? She put a snail mail super chat in her Christmas card. But
I like that.
huh?
I like that. Snail mail.
I about busted out laughing, but she said she was trying to bail Jasper out for eating my honeybee pillows.
Yeah, that,
Told me to go buy new pillows with that.
Lord, Jasper. Yeah, Lee bought you out of the charger cord. Now Sarah bought you out of the pillows. But thank y'all very much. Appreciate that, gentlemen, very, very much.
We're trying to
Not
buy you
dishwasher.
something too, but you're catching on here.
I found my other
think
sticker on the
laid it
floor.
out for you. Do what, Phillip?
I found my other Flower Street Farm sticker on the floor.
Hey,
It's kinda
dude.
good. Yeah, iridescent.
Look, all right, here's a spoiler alert between Phillip and Mr. Russell Koopman and Mr. JW. We had some extra stickers people sent last year for the youth, and Brian and Jen sent several of theirs that looks just about the same thing as what you got there, Phillip. And we was gonna put them on y'all's crowns and cover up the Burger King part, but use like one of them for Dirt Rooster and one Brian and Jen and so on there to send to y'all. And y'all, we searched this house up and down trying to find those plastic stickers. And I'm not lying. What was it? About 2 days after we sent everything off,
You found them.
we found them
That's me.
tucked away. We was like, there's every one of them right there, kind of thing. But
Yeah.
Brian
maybe
said,
that just put something.
Clay,
Oh.
put a chat in.
Thank you very much, Clay. Thank you.
Brian had a great idea. Let's all update our profiles with 25-year-old pictures of ourselves.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt my cause either.
I think y'all would laugh at me if I did that. Because I was 8 years old 25 years ago.
Well, what we do is like ones of you, Phillip and Phil, JW, everybody. I know a lot of y'all took pictures, but just say if the Lord wills to where there's a 10-year, Bee Expo,
Oh, sure.
then everybody bring those pictures and put them on. Now that you ain't got a photo album nowadays, but put them on a computer to where, hey, look, this was back in 23 or 24 kind of thing. Y'all remember this and that? Some of them old memories to kind of hold on to.
DC said I had hair 25 years ago.
Yep, me too, DC.
Right. Oh my gosh, James, really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize we've been doing this 12 months.
Okay.
I guess so, yeah, because Lee told us when we hit our year. That's crazy.
I think James is the
Like our longest standing member.
member. Yep.
No, Phil's right there with him.
Oh, yeah. Well, James, all right. It's got to be James, Phil, and Phillip from Honeystone.
Mm-hmm.
It's some of the original ones right there. I have to go back and look at my little deal. I wrote everybody down not too long ago when y'all joined, thanking everybody on that. But thank y'all for the
Fire,
support.
you get 30 more minutes, Carl. Okay.
Oh, well, there we go.
He left a few minutes ago. I guess he thought there was a fire, but there's not a fire.
That's good news.
Mm-hmm.
So I also heard that, and you might have talked about it before I came on, but Dirt Rooster's wife won second place in the black jar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody put that in the chat.
Yeah, I heard that. I can't remember who it was interviewing him, and yeah, he said that. Apparently, it was from one of the cutouts that he did. He only got about 2.5 gallons of honey off of it.
Wow.
So
Nice.
Let me guess, hers had a bubble in it too.
well, the black jar is just taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh.
Well, I'm just thinking somebody may have shined a light down there and said, "Oh,
No, Tom was saying that literally they have like his bubble was microscopic on the surface. It wasn't even like down in the honey. It was on top.
She had one of them magnified glasses like that doctor lady."
He said it's a real contest.
Well, that's over because we don't play by the rules.
Hey, now stop with
No,
that.
we make up our own rules.
That distinct raid flavor.
I just saw that.
I don't know. I think my personal thinking about those honey shows are they're kind of pseudo political. you know, I should say that.
It's nothing about the honey. It's about everything else.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's the point?
It's
The-
more about the presentation than it is the product.
Yeah.
Let's put it-
That's
let's
what
put
the black jar is about, the honey,
it-
but the other ones are about the presentation, not about the honey.
Yeah, when you look at those jars they have displayed, they're all like, they're almost like just colored glass.
That was
They don't look
Where
like
my
jars
mom-
of honey.
y'all said presentation. What I was thinking for a second until I started putting two and together in my
He said
brain.
it's a beauty contest.
None of it's near as good, Hannah, as that stuff that I took y'all.
Yeah,
Oh, you ain't gonna beat what Mr. JW sent. I'll tell you that right now.
nobody.
Y'all don't be mad at me for our 3rd annual youth, but Mr. JW, he's got top of line stuff coming in.
Mhm.
I'm madder than ever been still.
So what you're saying is we got to up our bribes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't mean it, Carl, from a standpoint of the participants. I'm talking about the honey judges. I think that gets to be a little bit of a kind of a clique. I mean, the big time ones, I really do. I shouldn't say that, I guess, but that's just how I view it. Yeah. More
Well, I was
about-
thinking it'd be cool to put it in like some, if you're doing presentation, maybe like some old timey glass, that old blue or green glass, something like that. But even if you did it with a clear glass back then, if they held it up, you got 1,000 bubbles in that old glass and you're going to lose.
if you got a flaw in the glass,
Yeah.
they'll a lot of times distract for it. Very much so. Believe it or
Okay, well,
not.
I just found a loophole, Jack, and y'all were going off the glass and not the honey.
Well, when I went to turn my black jar in, there was several people over on the side with their white gloves on and their red lights and their blue lights and all that stuff and looking through the jars. And I was like, yeah, that's not for me.
Red lights and blue lights.
Yeah, they were had different color
Yeah,
lights.
looking for anything, any flaws in the honey or glass or anything.
Y'all wait till next year's youth.
You'll see them going in there, dipping in with a little toothpick, and yeah.
And that's their sample. That little toothpick taste, pretty much.
Oh, trying to get the bubbles out of the honey, and
Oh, okay.
I saw some people coming in. They had the jar and they had a piece of white cellophane before they had the cap on it, so they wouldn't get any honey on the cap.
Shoot, by the time we made it up there, we'd have to have that stuff in air ride seats. Bam, bam. The interstates around here, it'll be shook up.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Jan.
Hey, Miss Jan, I didn't see, unless we missed y'all.
They've been in here.
Oh, okay.
They're always in at the beginning. Miss Leona's like our biggest fan.
Well, I'm getting to where the words are getting blurry now, so
Mhm.
far away, and you got the up close. Well, I ain't got to
The
go
one
see
that's
that doctor.
in your hand.
Well, I
So,
mean,
Steve, are you saying, Steve, are you saying JW can do the honey judging class?
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm called for. Yes, very much.
Okay, good. I hope she'd record that.
I can teach you all I know here real quick about that honey judging.
She's
I
here
just-
watching. We gave you good enough to laugh at tonight, didn't we, Miss Leona? It's been something.
yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in. It's been enjoyable seeing
Yeah,
everything, and
I didn't think I was gonna make it through the whole show tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking too.
It's been fun.
I'm probably gonna crash pretty hard.
I told him we're probably only going to have like 20 people tonight because anybody that's actually made it home from NAHBE is probably going to bed early.
oh, I took a couple-hour nap earlier today, so
Oh, there you
Look at
go.
this.
Mr. Dan wants the diabetic judge back.
I'm only 2 hours from NAHBE, so I was home.
Yeah, he won it with the diabetic judge, didn't
Yeah, he did.
he?
What'd you do? Just mosey home every evening, Mr. JW?
Yes, sir.
I heard that.
Yeah, I left there, but I don't know, maybe 4, maybe. I left there right after they took the, no, I was home way before that. I left right after the No Life or Pictures, whatever time that was.
Fair man.
Oh, yeah, Mr. You
Yeah,
send that
Tom
black
Melissa made it
lotion
home.
to me, Mr. Dan.
Tom and Melissa are home. They're okay. He's out working already.
I'm sure they are. He's in the snow removal business. You know, he's got a landscape
He
business.
said one of his boys was out pre-treating for him.
Snow renewal
That time.
contract. So I mean, he's got his nose to the grindstone. Imagine.
Well, their conference is what, next month?
February the 8th.
Mhm.
They're having a little social get together, I guess you would call it, and on the night of the 7th prior to it.
Well, hopefully they'll have a good turnout as well. What they was
Yeah.
naming off, they've got some good vendors and everybody coming on in. So
Yeah, they got some good speakers.
Boy,
Oh, he said, I've been in a plow truck all day.
I hate to say this, but actually,
He's falling asleep.
that club actually puts on a pretty decent little conference there. They got good speakers. And it's a big
Good
club.
thing this is recorded.
Yeah.
You're busted, Mr. JW.
well,
You went way over your time, buddy.
hey, it's been enjoyable.
It has. Been a good chat tonight.
Well, I guess we're gonna wind her on up, y'all. I know, like I say, many of y'all won't
I'm
me
gonna
get you some
edit
rest.
that part out, Mr. Paul.
But-
Yeah, you can go back and hear what he said.
Oh, I'll have that edited. I get up before she does in the morning, so I'll go ahead and what's that YouTube calls it, remix or whatever, clip it, whatever.
All of a sudden, there's going to be a YouTube short, and that's all it's going to be.
It will be. Yes, sir.
Whatever. Whatever. Oh, we got a video to put out too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We made a video. Lee, you stay out of this. That's dangerous. No. He's gonna get himself in enough trouble on his own. I'll tell Miss Renee to take her flip flop off to you.
I'll be in touch with you, Lee, because we got business to talk anyway. You know, to prepare for upcoming stuff. So I got to get Lee. We're the only ones that Lee's not connected to in technology world. So we're gonna sit down and try to get him fixed up whenever we go to do our little drawing and stuff coming up. So all that be in the workings.
DC, do I want to know what you're talking about? He said, do you remember that password you put in? Did you give Lee the password to our thing?
Oh.
He said it might be time.
I got to talk to Lee about all that because I got 100 other questions. He was trying to explain it to me about a link. That's all you got to do. But y'all seen what happened? I put DC in timeout the other week. I knocked Phillip out earlier. So I got to make sure we're not live when I go to pushing too many buttons on this end. We got him honed in as he should be.
Mm-hmm.
But
Me?
we in his bed too. But
I think Phillip fell asleep there anyway. He's
No, I'm all right.
somebody,
yeah,
He's cuddling up to his new
I'm
bottle
reading
of
the-
tank. He's fine.
I'm reading the comments go by here.
okay.
Yeah, because they're zooming so fast.
no,
Yeah.
don't lie to us. He's looking at his reflection in that new bottling tank like Phil
Yeah,
did.
They talk, they,
he's
they-
a mom. He's
they're
mom
talking about
profile,
they're
but-
talking about getting Larry and Jan to the conference next year.
Okay.
That's what I was reading on here.
Good cover, Phillip. You played it all smooth. He's reading the new owner's manual.
It came with one piece of paper that was a checklist that they used to make sure they got everything on there correctly.
They're
There's no instructions. Actually, I would have a question if anybody wants to answer it. What do you? I mean, I guess you fill it with distilled water, right?
You still got the box for it?
Yeah.
They have a QR code sticker on the outside of the box. You're supposed to scan that.
Gotcha. Okay.
That'll take
I
you to the
was
manual.
thinking that's got to be a man-made product for men if it doesn't come with
He's
directions.
still Phil, but I don't. I've had mine a couple of years.
What do you do with fill yours with?
Water.
Just
Distilled
regular
water.
No, yeah, I said that I think they suggested you use distilled water, but I don't.
distilled water.
Yeah, they tell you to use distilled water.
Yeah. Okay.
They got that flow ride in it.
Mm-mm.
Well, Lee, if you watch our video coming up, it's not beekeeping related. It's just we showing y'all. We finally went through and Hannah did a little piece of showing the old place up there, and we drove down to the old oil wells back behind her grandma's house. But there is one part when we're down at the oil wells. There's all kind of buttons on this one box, and I'm trying to smash every one of them on there. But you have to watch the video to see how that goes. But just remember, there may be an
well,
echo.
pump jacks you talked about, Tim.
So
Do the oil wells have the pump jacks on them? Is that where the?
Not
they used
they used to, but not anymore. What they done is
Oh, I thought you was talking about maybe the control box that based on electricity. I didn't know what you thought.
they were, yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Them big old control boxes out there, Adam. But
Son, do you not see the signs everywhere that say danger, don't touch, don't come near this?
Yeah, they're probably shut
Yeah,
off.
it's natural. Big red button. Say don't touch. You gotta touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and these are pretty
It's a
old,
man
but
thing.
these are like 1950s and 60s buttons on these things. So it's the old glass that's up
That's
there.
not old.
But
Yeah.
you know that. What's wrong with you, buttons?
50s or 60s buttons. Them old ones.
The early Gen X style buttons.
Oh man. Hey, don't feel bad, Mr. JW. A kid called me old the other day too.
Sure did.
Well, come Wednesday, I will have made my 81st circle around. We'll have
Really?
my 80th circle around.
Wednesday. Congratulations. Wow, that's great.
I have to remember that Wednesday. But happy early birthday if we don't talk to you again, Mr. JW.
Well, man, I think Ruth Rourke's is the same day. I think, and there's somebody else I run on to. This is the same day as mine.
Todd's gonna email you a birthday present, Mr. JW.
I'm used to that.
Well, check that out, Mr. Dan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they didn't start drilling for oil up there. We'll go ahead and derail a minute. We'll call it. But those wells up there on the grandma's old place, that fella, they come out once a week and they check them pressure gauges on them things. And I was just picking that man's brain one morning, and he said those pipes run 2 miles into the ground, and that's where they're getting that oil. 2 miles into the ground. Then I'm gonna say within the last 20 or so years, they quit putting everything in them the big old tanks. I couldn't tell you how many gallon tanks these things are, but they was at least
210 barrel, most of them storage tanks are.
yeah, they
It's
big.
huge.
But they disconnected all that, and her wells are still running good enough. I think they said they pull about 30 or 33 barrels off of it a day. And what they done is they just connected lines to those pumps, and they just send it straight from her spot over to, I guess, the main catch center, if you will, about a mile or two through the woods, where they have big oil tanks back there that holds all that old fresh crude oil.
Mm-hmm.
No, they'd have
They
to have
said we can
buttons to get the oil up out of the ground. Most of the oil in this country, now in West Texas, some of that oil is, close to 2 mile deep. That's awfully deep, 2 mile. That's 10,000. Most of it, there's oil all around me here, and in my family, all from the oil field, and most of it's less than quite a bit less than 5,000 foot deep. But
Wow.
no, I'm not saying I'm not saying you're lying, because I'm sure you're not. But that's awfully deep, even for Louisiana oil.
That's what I was thinking, that if you're saying like most of the ones are like 5,000 feet, that's
Well,
crazy.
most of them around here, there's even some shallow water wells around here that's 700 or 800 feet there in southern Illinois. There's quite a bit of oil in southern Illinois, and people don't realize that, but but most of them, then right immediately around me, most of the formations are in the 3,000 foot depth, So 10,000 is awfully deep.
I know the pressure. I do know this for, I guess, facts on it. The pressure on, I'm gonna say, the main line, I don't know what kind of difference this make on anything, but it was holding steady at 2,000 psi. Then it looked like they had a pressure relief or some type of bleeder line that was holding around 150 to 175 psi. So there was a transition somewhere as far as that 2,000 psi down to 150 as far as them doing. When we went through there the other day, it looks like they was bleeding them out for something, burping them or doing something to them out there, because there was a little bit on the ground where they was blowing them lines out.
And they are oil wells. They're not gas wells, are they?
No, so they're all oil.
Huh. I don't know.
There ain't many left up there no more. There ain't but about, I think, 20 or 30 of them actually still running up to, they had 400 or 500 running in the late 60s, early 70s, and on up. And they just recently started kind of capping them off.
Steve was saying we can't leave without talking about food. So I told him about that recipe I found I want to try the homemade Krispy Kreme donut recipe I found. But DC said, Hannah, you have to do a video. I got me a deep fryer.
Oh, she's wanting to try them. She was
He
telling,
said he'll test them for me.
we was telling the diabetic about them yesterday. What was that? Mr. Dunn?
We had some. He didn't want it, but no,
That's right.
Kevin. Well, I was telling
yeah.
Addie, I was telling my sister the other day, and I didn't realize my brother-in-law was sitting like around the corner from her. And buddy, he come to life. You found what? Let me know when you make those. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna try it and see. So there's your food talk, Steve. Maybe this week we can try them and see if we can put something together.
Yeah, we ain't done much cooking the last week or so. Christmas, well, you could eat for a week from what was left over Christmas and Thanksgiving kind of thing. And we just been lazy these last few times coming home. But, well, you ready, little mama?
Mm-hmm. I'm out of coffee. I'm winding down.
I know them numbers is dwindling on
Okay,
down.
I feel better now. Glad we could help you out, Steve.
There was something. No, we didn't. We talked about it because that was you did the homemade sausage gravy, and Phillip was talking about he's more of a tomato gravy
We talked.
instead of. Or I may have done it last week whenever you wasn't feeling good.
Let's talk about. We didn't talk about food at all since just now, or not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
was
think we
on
were talking about
NAHBE.
that gravy last week.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It wasn't them too. Well, yeah. I reckon we're gonna wrap her on up for real this time.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Y'all sleep good tonight.
Thank y'all, gentlemen, for coming in and spending time and showing
problem.
pictures and
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, we enjoyed the little review of the expo.
Yeah.
The only reason I came on button was trying to protect my identity. They got to talking about me badly.
I don't blame you, Mr. JW. Get on here and defend yourself. Yes, sir. What was that old? I'll say that old Captain Call. What that he said? I don't tolerate rude behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Don't let them do it to you, Mr. JW.
I'll be in there.
All right.
You have a happy birthday, Mr. JW.
Yes, sir. Y'all take care. God bless you. Lord willing, we'll see y'all on the next one.
Yes. Y'all have a good week.
Well, guess that's it for today. See you next time at Gunline Bees.